Which scene with Craig Conover was removed from Kristin Cavallari's show, and why? It turned out that at least one important scene was removed from the performance, making Austen Kroll and Craig Conover's presence on Kristin Cavallari's podcast tour much more chaotic than it was before. On Tuesday, July 1st, Cavallari, 38, discussed Kroll, 38, and 36-year-old Conover's on-screen tantrum on the Let's Be Honest podcast. She said, "I went back and read our text messages with Craig on the show, and it didn't make the show. Since you can't access someone else's text messages unless they sign a release for it, I believe it didn't make it. You kind of needed his end too to really get the gist of it," Cavallari said, adding that the texts gave her side of the tale more opportunity to be conveyed. "You get the main idea from my end, but you also need his end to fully understand everything." For those who missed the last episodes of Cavallari's Honestly Cavallari, the headline tour, the Boston concert was included in the season finale, when Cavallari spoke with Kroll and Conover about their past. However, the subjects they were forced to cover did not sit well with the Southern Charm actors. Conover, in particular, became quite upset when his connection with his now ex-girlfriend Paige DeSorbo was mentioned. "Although I was unaware of it at the time, I believe Craig's team requested that my producers refrain from bringing up Paige, which is completely understandable. That is a very typical request." During Tuesday's episode of her podcast, Cavallari said, "I usually go into interviews and say, I don't want to talk about my ex-husband, Jay Cutler, as she had said to you guys last week. You are certainly able to make demands. That's not unusual at all. But I didn't know since he never spoke to me."